Welcome to this new video. I'm the PC Collector and today I'm going to bring you one of my oldest machines. In fact, my fourth oldest machine. Well, I'm not sure if it is still the fourth after the very old ThinkPads I've got lately, but it's still one of the oldest in my collection. It's a Compaq Contura 400c, you know, the classic compact laptop from the early 90s. You might have noticed that the screen is bright. That's because I had to replace the polarizer. And well, what I found as a replacement is this bright plastic. Because yeah, the screen had vinegar syndrome, so I had to repair it. I did it off screen and didn't record it for a tutorial because it was not something I could easily record given the process on itself. But if you ever need to do it, there's plenty of tutorials you can follow already. In fact, I can leave you the link of the one I use in the description. It actually features a laptop very similar to this one. This laptop is from mid-1994 more or less. It has a 486DX2 running at 40 MHz according to the service manual. Although I'm not sure if it runs at 40 MHz or at 50 MHz because this laptop had a CPU upgrade which swapped the 40 MHz one by a 50 MHz. It's one of the lowest machines of the series. It was the 400, which had a monochrome screen, and then it was this one which has a color DSTM screen, and then there was the CX which had TFT screen. Then the 410 with a 50 MHz CPU, the 220 with the 486DX4 running at 75 MHz, and the 430 which had the same CPU but running at 100 MHz instead. It's a pretty much I'd say mid to low end machine for the time. Not completely low end because low end ones came with monochrome screen and even with single speed CPUs running at 25 or 33 MHz. But yeah, while not the lowest, is definitively in the low end of the spectrum. Other than that, it has a Western Digital graphic chip, so likely a Paradise one because yeah, Western Digital were Paradise chips with 1 megabyte of video RAM, which is actually quite high for a machine that old, and 4 megabytes of RAM, which could be expanded up to 28, I think. I remember it's a weird number, but in this case it has an expansion card which gives it a total of 12 megabytes of RAM, one floppy drive and 2 PCMC slots. And it has the curious trackball mouse, which works quite decently. Of course, it has no sound whatsoever because at this time sound was not considered needed on laptops because laptops were meant for business and sound cards were only useful for games. That was the mentality of the time. So Laptops didn't have sound. Only very high-end laptops like the ThinkPad 700 had sound cards at this time. So well, other than the screen, this machine doesn't need any other maintenance. Well, it has a tiny bit. It requires the CMOS battery to be replaced. I don't know which is it, but given the diagram I've seen on the manual, I'm pretty sure that the machine is the battery is CR1225. So yeah, it uses Torx gears. Not sure with size. So well. This is where the memory expansion is. So just going to show it. It's an 8 megabyte Kingston memory in a very weird format, which I've never seen before I got this laptop. And well, I'm going to remove the screws to get to remove the cover. Also remove the battery, which is required. Yeah, the battery, as you can see, is one I've patched with some help from someone which is more skilled than I am at soldering. I've already tested the battery and it works, although it requires careful placement inside the machine, but it works. And it gives a battery life of around 2 hours and a half, which is actually quite decent for a laptop this time. Although the manual claims that the battery life is 4 to 6 hours, I absolutely don't believe it. I think that the duration this one has, which in theory has the same capacity as the original one, is way more realistic. So, according to the manual, I have to remove those screws. Since I'm at it, I'm going to. Yeah, I already replaced this drive, this machine with this machine drives with SD card. This is actually the first machine for which I did that. I'm going to, if I find the adequate card. Okay, what's that? Oh, here it is. I'm going to replace it with a 512 megabyte card. Yeah, the same as I got for the ThinkPad 340 and never used in that machine. Because I want to do a small experiment. Since since I don't really have anything interesting I can run on this machine, I'm going to do I plan to do a slightly different video, which I'm going to call time walking, and is that I'm going to go back to August 1995, the launch of Windows 95, and play it like if I were going to update my laptop to the new Flamand Windows system, just as I would have done it back in 1995. Granted, okay, if I'm able, okay. Okay, so this is pretty nice. It came out quite easily. It was easier than I expected. And yeah, the battery is 2020. Okay, I think I have batteries of that kind. And now I can see that it doesn't has the CPU upgrade, because I'm pretty sure that the CPU upgrade is meant to be inserted on these connectors here. So let's just take the battery out, and I'm pretty sure I have batteries of this 2020. Okay. Yep, in fact I bought a bunch of 2020 batteries, so I have a spare 2020 batteries for it. So now we have our real-time clock replaced. So now it's time to put the keyboard put the cover on the keyboard back in position. You know, this is quite an interesting design. I like it. I know that I've frequently flamed Compaq for their questionable designs, but one on this machine is actually nice and feels quite well designed. It is easy to remove and easy to place. It doesn't has an exaggerated amount of screws, and in fact 2 of them double as the cover for the hard drive, which it's actually a very rational use of the screws, although probably you could have used only one for this cover. Although now knowing that it also doubles as support for the upper cover on the keyboard, it makes a bit more sense that it actually has 2 of them. Okay, now let's put the battery back in place, and we should be ready to go. Well, here we are. Remember what we're going to do is August 1995. I came from the store with a brand new copy of Windows 95 for my laptop, which I have previously upgraded to better admit Windows 95. So now I have to get into actually getting it working with Windows 95. But first of all, since it's a Compaq laptop, I have to reinstall the BIOS to the hard drive, because yeah, remember that some genius at Compaq decided that it was a good idea okay, yeah, create the partition is what I want you to do. Supposed to have the other disk on the floppy drive. Okay. Okay, so I know okay. It's not doing anything. Just whoa. Okay, it doesn't look like it intends to boot. So I have to access the BIOS through Okay, I can see here that it has the 40 megahertz CPU effectively. I wanted to get here because I was hoping so I was hoping that I could make that the computer actually shuts down when I press the start button, which right now it doesn't. So I was hoping that there was something here which allowed me to change that configuration. Doesn't look like I can. Eh, what a moment. This has more contrast. Brightness is okay, but okay. Okay, so this is the brightness. And this is apparently contrast. Okay, so let's leave it where it was. Okay, I'll check once I'm on Windows. Okay, well, let's get out. Well, I'm not sure. This is supposed to be able to boot the utility from the hard drive, but it doesn't look like it can. Well, let's try to get Windows 95 running. So I've got a floppy drive installed because this thing has no CD. I'm hoping, it seems that I'm wrong in hoping that this would boot. Okay, very well, but I don't care. Wow, apparently the disk I was trying to use. What? Invalid system disk. I've tried off camera with this and it worked. Well, I rewrote the image. Oh, it is not. It is now working. Well, this means that I'll have to install in English. Well, it's not let me adjust the contrast a tiny bit. Okay. This is surprisingly and suspiciously similar to the DOS 6. Okay. So let's see if it works. Oh. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, let's gonna try an experiment. Let's see if an experiment I've tried works. going to have to use the stupid installation in 21 stupid floppies, right? Oh. Okay, wonderful. It doesn't work. Okay, no matter what I do, I get this error. How were you supposed to install Windows 95 if you didn't have a previous operating system installed before? Okay, this is ludicrous. How the hell did people install this back in the day?